Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all my family member, friends and loved ones and my subscribers out there all over the world. Yes, it's that time of the week again. It's a testimonial time. So I just want to tell you about the power of LifeWays X39. It reactivates your own stem cells in your body, and every couple of days you get brand new stem cells in your body. The testimonial for 2024 week number 32 is Emphysema. Yeah, as you can see on the slide, we hold patents, 180 patents on these products, so you'll only be able to get it from one of us at LifeWays. It's the only technology of its kind in the world today. So I just want to welcome you to the LifeWays family. It's one big family, this, and we are in a mission to help over 1 billion families all over the world. So that's where we are. So please like, subscribe and share my channel. And if you subscribe, you'll get the weekly testimonial automatically, free of charge. Okay, this here is the miracle patch. I call it the miracle patch. You stick it on your body. It's a non-invasive patch. Nothing goes into your body. Not like big pharma's Smarties. You take the Smarties and it damages something else in your body. This is an non-invasive one. You stick it on your body, and this activates your copper peptides in your brain, and which reactivates your own stem cells that are dormant. Because when you turn 30, you lose half of your stem cells. And when you turn 60, you haven't got any more working stem cells. So this activates your own stem cells. That's why when you're older and you break an arm or a leg, it takes years to repair. And when you're younger, you repair within 1 or 2 weeks, and you can play sport again. This is one of our patches, which is for pain. It's so tricky to. It's called IceWave. This is your pain patch. There's 30 patches in here. They come. You use 2 at a time. They're two different colors. And this is the flagship one, X39. LifeWays X39, there's 30 patches in here, and this is the one that activates your stem cells in your body. And your stem cells fight any disease issues, arthritis, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, diabetes. We even get it in children, autism. It helps for the autism. Virtually anything that grows in your body, this repairs it. And once you're on it, you get fantastic results. So I just want to show you again, that's all it is. In the old days, we used to get a no smoking patch, so you stop smoking. This is very similar, but nothing goes into your body. So on the next slide, my presenter will give you a couple of testimonials there she's in the sport. She does Conrad's marathons here in South Africa and all that type of thing. And she's put her father on it, and she's had mind-blowing results on this patch for her whole family. I've also had a tremendous success on this miracle patch. So in the next slide, she'll give you a couple of testimonials there, and she'll explain to you how the product works and what you can expect to happen to you and all that type of thing. And then on the last slide there's a testimonial of somebody that had an injury that caused the disease, the testimonial. So I'll see you on the next slide. Thank you for listening.
Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining us for this presentation today. My name is Sandy Ashfield and I'm presenting from Johannesburg in South Africa. Many of you are joining us from all around the world. We have guests from America, from Australia, from Indonesia, Belgium, the UK. Welcome to all of you. I could not be more excited to be sharing this scientific breakthrough with you, and welcome to this presentation on stem cell reactivation technology in the form of a wearable skin patch. I'd love to share a little bit with you about how I became aware of this incredible technology, and it was actually through a running injury. I have been a runner for most of my life. I'm in my 50s now, and I've been running for about 40 years. I've been fortunate enough never to pick up an injury during that time, but last year in April I tore my Achilles tendon. It was an extremely painful injury, and it was probably the result of doing a little too much too soon, because I had run Comrades Marathon, London Marathon, and then the Two Oceans Half Marathon, and at 18 kilometers on that marathon my Achilles just went and said to here and no further. It was extremely painful, and I had a lot of physiotherapy, biokinetics treatment, and even a small surgery to the Achilles to try and alleviate the pain. We opened up the fascia, took the vascularity away from the Achilles, and everything helped a lot, but nothing had me running pain-free again. And in December of last year, I was still walking on the toe, unable to put the heel down flat. And a lady named Robin saw me walking like that, and she actually said, have you tried a stem cell patch on your Achilles? And I was very intrigued. I applied this little patch directly to my Achilles tendon. I slept the night and woke up the next morning absolutely amazed to be able to press on the Achilles with no pain. I continued wearing the patches for the course of that week, and within 3 or 4 days I was actually able to walk with my heel completely flat and no pain in the Achilles. I continued patching, and within 7 days, 1 week later, I was back running my normal running route. I was even rebounding, which is bouncing on a mini trampoline, and there was absolutely no pain to my Achilles. Subsequently, I have never used a patch on my Achilles since that week of wearing the X39, but I will never go a day without wearing this incredible technology on my body, and I apply an X39 patch every single day to the position just at the back of my neck, and I'm going to share some more information with you as we go. So I'm going to jump into this presentation. If you give me a moment just to share my slides, and then I would love to tell you a little bit more about that. I'm hoping that's coming through nice and clearly for everyone. There we go. All right. So stem cell reactivation technology in the form of a wearable skin patch sounds like a little bit of a mouthful, but this really is a pure phototherapy, in that our bodies are radiating infrared light at all times. That heat and light from our bodies radiates against organic nanocrystals, which are in the patch that we are then wearing. And the light is reflected back into our tissue, resulting in a copper peptide being produced. The GHK-Cu copper peptide is activated, and in turn is clinically proven to reactivate our body's own dormant stem cells. So I'm going to play you a short video that explains the science of that.
Light, an ancient form of energy that goes back to the dawn of time. For us, it all begins with the sun, the source of light and life for our entire solar system. Even Einstein concluded that everything we're made of contains light. All life originates with the sun through photosynthesis. Plants and vegetation collect the light, and all living creatures emit light. Humans actually emit infrared light, which can be seen with night vision devices. We've known for centuries that light has many effects on the body. LifeWave's phototherapy patches use light to stimulate the body's natural healing systems, providing specific health benefits. Here's how the technology works. First, a patch is applied to specific points on the body. Where the patch covers the skin, infrared light emitted from the body is reflected back into the tissue. This stimulates the skin, which in turn stimulates specific regions of the brain. The brain then taps into the body's own natural flow of energy and the ability to heal itself.
So this incredible process of phototherapy is activated by our body's own infrared light. And it's very important to note that nothing is entering our body from the patch itself. These patches are totally different to a hormone patch or a nicotine patch where something may be transmitted into the tissue. The organic nanocrystals in the patch are serving to reflect our body's own light back into the tissue to activate our copper peptide and in turn reactivate our body's own stem cells. So the little organic nanocrystals in the patch are nothing more than a crystal lattice made up of amino acids, sugars, salts, reflecting the body's own light back into the tissue. But let's take a look at the company responsible for this incredible scientific breakthrough. LifeWave was established in 2004, a 20-year-old company, and it's open in 87 countries around the world. Fairly recently to South Africa, and it was in 2019 that the X39 was actually launched onto the market. The reason for it launching only in 2019 is because of the extensive number of years that it took for the patent to be granted on this amazing technology. You all know that after 2019, the world went into COVID, and it was only in 2021, as we were emerging out of COVID, that LifeWave was doing a turnover of $20 million. Within 1 year, as people were becoming aware of stem cell reactivation technology, the company's turnover skyrocketed to $321 million. Last year, that trajectory continued to $430 million in 2023. And this year, LifeWave is projected to be doing $1 billion by 2025. Now, this is an indication of the uptake for stem cell reactivation technology around the world. And David Schmidt is our founder and CEO of LifeWave, but he is also the inventor and the scientist of the X39. David has an absolute speciality in age reversal, and it was in 2008 that he turned his attention to stem cell research, understanding that stem cells are the key to age reversal. And it was a 10-year process for the X39 submitted for patenting, for that patent to be granted at a cost of $4.5 million to bring to market. And to date, LifeWave holds not 1 or 2 or 5 patents on this technology. LifeWave holds over 180 patents. Now, you'll know that a patent cannot be granted unless your product actually does what you say it does. So let's take a look at this excerpt from the patent itself, which clearly states that as a result of elevating the copper peptide, including activation of the body's own stem cells, we are seeing improvements in energy, elevation of antioxidants, reduction in inflammation, management of pain, improvements in stamina, elevation of collagen production, and improved wound healing. Now, I experienced all of these benefits after applying X39 to the body. And because the company holds this patent, it places their product into a no competition zone. Now, if we take a look at the New England Journal of Medicine, it states that the #1 indicator of wellness is directly correlated to the number of adult stem cells in our bloodstream. Now, stem cells are those incredibly unique cells with the potential to develop into any kind of cell needed. They've got an incredible ability to differentiate themselves and to heal and repair any organ or tissue in the body. In fact, in utero, we are a flood of stem cells, all rapidly dividing to become heart cells, lung cells, brain cells. And if we have this ability to reactivate those incredible stem cells to heal and repair the organs and tissues of our body, this is the scientific breakthrough of the decade. What is very sobering, though, is that as we age, our body's own stem cells are becoming increasingly dormant. So the fewer stem cells we have, the faster we age and the slower we heal. As a teenager, we have over 1 billion active stem cells in the bloodstream. But by the age of 30, that number has dropped to 4 billion, a 60% reduction. And by the age of 60, that number has dropped to 100 million, a 90% reduction. And it makes sense as we see that as we age, we experience hair loss, skin losing its firmness, slow wound healing, joint pain, slow recovery from exercise, etc. It's all attributable to the steadily diminishing active stem cells in the bloodstream. But here we have an opportunity to reactivate those stem cells. And this is how X39 works. It's being called the holy grail of anti-aging because we are able to activate our copper peptide, the GHK-Cu copper peptide, which has been clinically proven to reactivate our body's own stem cells. And all simply through these amazing organic nanocrystals embedded in the patch, which enable our body's own infrared light to be reflected back into the tissue and produce this incredible result of activating the copper peptide. So the patch is non-invasive, it's non-transdermal, and it simply adheres to the body with a 3M medical grade adhesive. So I'm wearing the X39 directly behind the neck. I'm going to show you the position of the patch. And you could wear the patch as effectively anywhere on the body. But also, because our infrared light radiates through our clothing, if the patch is even proximate to the body, it will have as enhanced an effect. So we have a young autistic boy, Alex, in our LifeWave family, and Alex had actually gone for stem cell injections. His parents, Javi and Olga, took him to Mexico. They had stem cell injections at a cost of over $20,000 US. The stem cell injections were ineffective for Alex as he lacked muscular coordination of his arms and his legs. And when they as a family were presented with this technology, they thought, we have nothing to lose. Let's put these patches onto Alex and see how he responds. The reason I'm telling the story is because the patches were slightly irritating to Alex on his skin, and they simply applied the patches to the outside of his clothing. And the patches were as effective for Alex as if he was wearing them directly on his skin. Within just a few weeks, Alex was able to swing himself on a garden swing, swinging out his arms and legs in a way that he had never been able to do before. And just a few short weeks thereafter, he was able to cycle on a stationary Peloton bicycle. And it's incredible to see his mom, Olga, jumping around the room in excitement to see the way in which this technology had had such an incredible effect on Alex's mobility and his well-being. and they just continue to see the most remarkable results with Alex. I'm telling the story because although the patch applies to the body with a 3M medical grade adhesive, it can be applied onto the outside of your clothing as effectively. Now, let's have a look at what happens when we actually activate our body's stem cells. First of all, we are experiencing rapid pain relief. That was my experience overnight with the X39 on my Achilles tendon. We also see reduced inflammation, not only in the joints and in the muscles, but also in the brain. And I'm going to show you some slides of a brain scan in just a moment. We also see much improved wound healing, energy and vitality that is next level, and mental clarity. We also see a tremendous enhancement in sports performance and recovery after exercise. In fact, as an athlete myself, I couldn't wait to share this technology with other marathon runners. And on one of the recent marathons in Johannesburg, we patched several runners, 3 of whom ran their personal best times over the marathon distance. But not only that, they all reported a much faster recovery from exercise. In fact, after the Comrades this year, we had several of the runners, and that's a 90-kilometer road race. We had some of the runners sending videos of them running up and down the stairs the next morning after running a 90-kilometer endurance race. So incredible enhancement to sports performance as well as recovery from exercise. We also see amazing improvement to skin appearance, and this is directly attributable to the increased collagen production in the body. You'll remember some years ago when we were all drinking collagen orally when it was launched onto the market in our tea, in our coffee. Now that's often bovine sourced or marine sourced collagen, and it has wonderful results for hair, skin, nails, joint pain, etc. But through this technology, we have the opportunity to activate our body's own collagen production, even more effective for improvements to the skin, improved wound healing, etc., etc. And so how do we wear the X39? We wear our patch for 12 hours on and 12 hours off, giving the body time to repair and rejuvenate itself. If we were to wear the patch continuously for 24 hours, the body would simply become used to that stimulus and it wouldn't respond as effectively as we want it to. So to prevent what we call attenuation, we simply remove the patch after 12 hours, throw away the patch, put a new patch on the next day, and wear it again for 12 hours. Very important to drink lots of water when wearing your patches to assist in communicating the frequencies throughout the tissues. Now you can see 2 popular positions to wear the X39, either directly behind your neck or just 2 fingers below the belly button. But you could wear the patch anywhere on the body where you have pain or discomfort. These 2 positions are simply very powerful meridian points which assist in overall systemic benefit with the X39 of wearing this technology. Within your first few days, 4,000 genes begin to reset themselves, and within 6 weeks the brain becomes balanced. Now we see decreased symptoms of post-traumatic stress disorder, anxiety and depression as the brain begins to become balanced. And within 3 months, we see a significant increase in collagen levels. Now that results in a decrease in wrinkles in the skin, hair growth increasing, and you'll see all my short, new little hairs that have been growing through since wearing X39, as well as the structural integrity of our skeletal and muscular systems being improved, which is also one of the notable benefits of drinking collagen orally. Within 6 months, our heart actually reverses in age. Now this is remarkable because David Schmidt is in his 60s and his heart has been clinically proven to be that of a 35-year-old. So in a recent study, 14 out of 15 people actually lowered their vascular age by an average 8 years in just 6 months of using X39. So David Schmidt says this is not anti-aging. This is age reversal technology that we have in our hands. And David recommends a minimum of a 90-day protocol. In fact, it's recommended that we wear the patches for not only the 90 days, but for an additional month for every decade of our age. So if you're in your 40s, 4 months. If you're in your 50s, 5 months before reaching optimal stem cell activity in the body. So that recommendation said we have seen results very often in weeks or days or hours or even minutes and seconds. So everyone's body is unique and different. In fact, when I had this remarkable result with my Achilles tendon, I couldn't wait to introduce the technology to my dad, who suffers from terrible knee pain and has been waiting to have knee replacement surgery. I actually patched my dad with a patch called Ice Wave, which is a patch specifically targeting pain relief in the body. It's a duo patch, so you wear 2 patches at once, either across the knee joint or across the back or across the shoulders where there is pain in the body. When I applied the patches to my dad's knees, he actually stood up from the chair. He took a few paces and he said, "But the pain is gone." And I couldn't believe it. I said, "You must be teasing, Dad." And he said, "No, the pain is gone." And that was immediate pain relief using Ice Wave. What I also did though was patch him with X39 and sent him home with a sleeve of X39 to continue patching. And within a couple of weeks of wearing X39, my dad's psoriasis cleared up completely. Now, psoriasis is the itching, redness, and irritation on the skin, very difficult to treat and often treated with cortisone and other creams. But all of the psoriasis in the creases of his elbows, behind his knees, etc., cleared up completely with the X39, an indication of how the stem cells are going to go to work, healing and repairing in the body where they are needed. So everyone's body is different and unique, and we recommend an absolute minimum of a 90-day protocol. Always drinking lots of water, and common positions to put your X39 patch directly behind the neck on the bone at the top of the spine, or just 2 fingers below your belly button. Now, this map shows, it's a topographical map actually, showing a 77-year-old woman's brain scan where we've placed the X39 at the back of her neck. You can see in session 1 that no X39 was used here. We see inflammation in the brain, all of this redness, very little stem cell activity, and a lack of brain coherence. Within just 3 weeks of wearing the X39, we see no more inflammation, much improved brain coherence, and within 6 weeks on the X39, all of that inflammation and redness has dissipated completely. Much improved stem cell activity, much better brain coherence. And so as we are aging, the stem cells in our organs, including our brain, our heart, our liver, our lungs, our kidneys, and even our skin, are going dormant. And through this technology, we have the ability to reactivate those dormant stem cells for the improvement of the functioning of all of these organs in our body. Now, this slide shows inflammation reduction in just 30 minutes. This gentleman has tremendous pain and inflammation in the trapezius muscles behind his shoulders and the rectus abdominis running down the tummy. These slides are before X39, but within just 30 minutes of applying the patches to his body, look at the way in which that inflammation is dissipated completely in the shoulders and in the rectus abdominis muscle. This slide on the right shows a lady suffering from arthritis in the joint between the thumb and the fingers. Now here, we didn't even patch her. She simply held an X39 patch in each hand for 30 minutes. And look at the way in which that pain and inflammation had subsided within just 30 minutes. a remarkable result. In fact, one would wonder if is it possible that this could be the placebo effect, that we're just feeling better because we're either holding a patch or we have a patch on the body. But when you see the results on animals, you will be absolutely amazed. Here we have a horse with inflammation in the shoulder joint, and that degree of inflammation had even advanced to the stages of purple and white, the most extreme stages of pain and inflammation. And over a course of treatment with X39, this horse's appearance was even so significantly improved. You can see before and after photographs, as well as the remarkable reduction in inflammation in the shoulder. So much so that I actually started taking my discarded patches of X39 after wearing them each day. I actually started taping them onto the collar of our Labrador. Now, Bentley is a 14-year-old lab, so he's really in his 90s, I would say, and full of joint pain, stiffness, and arthritis. Within just 4 days of patching Bentley with my used X39s on his collar, just placing the patches with sticky tape, he was running around like a puppy again. Absolutely no joint pain, no stiffness that was evident at all. And it was then that I really knew that these patches are something incredible. We have another example of a little dog here. This little dachshund belongs to a lady named Kurti, and she manifested with paralysis in the hindquarters, which can happen quite commonly with dachshunds, I'm told. But she did not respond to normal veterinary treatment, and it was decided to try and patch her with X39 and see if that might help. So the X39 patch was bandaged around her middle, and she wore the patches for just 4 days. It was remarkable to see what happened after that patching protocol. Here she is, the little brown dachshund. Her name is Poplap, and you can see that she is fully mobile again. She's not perfect, still jumping with her back legs together, but there is Kurti. She has 5 dachshunds, and little Poplap had her mobility restored in her hindquarters so beautifully with the X39. Here we see some amazing examples of the improvement in skin, again directly attributable to the increased collagen production in the body as a result of X39. So you can see this lady over the course of 1 year of treatment, fine lines under the eyes, crow's feet, lines on her neck, beautifully improved within 1 year. Crow's feet around the eyes, significantly softened. This slide shows a year of treatment with X39. Please note the skin on her neck, the reduction in pigmentation, how beautifully her eyes have opened, and the softening of lines around her mouth. We have an example here over 5 months, a strong downturn to the mouth, softened within 30 days and unrecognizable in 5 months. This result I find remarkable. In 9 weeks, it almost looks as if this lady has had a facelift, reduction in pigmentation, firming of lines around her mouth and underneath her eyes. An incredible result. We also see amazing results for vitiligo, which is the loss of pigment in the skin. This gentleman had lost pigmentation on the forehead and under the eyes very significantly after just 3 months on X39. Incredible results for vitiligo, pigment restored beautifully onto the forehead, and here a complete turnaround with this gentleman. We have a lovely lady named Ragini in our LifeWave family. She's also suffered with vitiligo, and she very bravely came to our Bryanston presentation a few weeks ago, and she showed us the way her vitiligo has cleared up completely across her chest and on her neck. Absolutely amazing results. We also see tremendous improvement to wound healing here, deep cut and stitches improved within 12 days so beautifully on X39. And here's a slide showing psoriasis, which I mentioned with my dad. You can see the way in which that redness, swelling, itching has dissipated completely within 10 days on the patches. And this lady suffering from Bell's palsy, a strong spasm to the left of her mouth, unable to open her eyes, and unrecognizable 3 months on the patches. Just look at that beautiful smile. We also see amazing results for blood circulation and elimination of water retention. In fact, here you can see a live blood analysis. The cells all clump together within just 10 minutes of wearing X39. Look at the way in which the blood is so beautifully oxygenated. The cells are separated, and you can see a much healthier blood analysis within just 10 minutes of wearing X39. This gentleman suffering from poor blood circulation, patching with X39 on the foot, and no trace of that poor vascularity within just 5 days, much improved. And here we have edema or water retention elevating her feet. Within 3 weeks, all of that water retention had been eliminated. We also see remarkable results for wound healing. This lady, top left, weeping wounds and open wounds, healed within 21 days. And this gentleman actually treating with 3 X39 patches for this severe wound to the left of his eye. But please take a look at the condition of his skin, his neck. In 7 weeks, that skin condition so beautifully improved and firmed. So amazing results with X39 on the face. This young boy lost his finger tip in the door, literally chopped off the tip completely. Surgeons reattached it here and didn't hold out much hope, but within 21 days of patching with the X39, just look at that vascularity restored to the fingertip. We also see a young guy here, snowboarding accident, cuts and bruises to the face. Within 5 days, he's just left with a small scab under his nose. So another wonderful benefit of the X39 patches and the increased collagen production is a significant improvement to hair growth. This gentleman going from bald on top to a full head of hair within 3 months, and amazing improvements here within 7 weeks and within 6 weeks. And one of my favorite slides is athletes on the patches. You'll see here David Beckham is wearing a patch called Energy Enhancer. This is in fact LifeWave's very first patch to come to market, and it's also a duo patch where 2 patches are worn together, either across the chest or across the belly, for enhancement of sports performance through fat burning and improved muscle. And you can see David is wearing the Energy Enhancer patches across his chest even before he had his tattoos. So this is going right back to the early days. Serena Williams is wearing Energy Enhancer on her wrist, and that is when she won Wimbledon. You can see the Wimbledon logo in the background, and Energy Enhancer significantly improving her performance for that incredibly important win. Lorenzo Savadori is a superbike champion. He travels at speeds of 300 kilometers an hour, and he's wearing X39 on his forehead to improve his response time traveling at those incredible speeds. But the slide I'd like to talk more about is this one of Michael Phelps and the US swim team winning gold at the Athens Olympic Games. Now this was in 2004, and you can see that the athletes are actually wearing Energy Enhancer across their bellies. But when their performance shot the lights out at the Olympics, the Olympic Committee pulled the patches, and they said we will need to send those off for testing. And the patches were dispatched to the UCLA microanalytical lab for testing to see whether any drugs were entering the body from the patches. It was confirmed after their studies that absolutely no drugs are entering the body, and that this is pure frequencies, and their gold medals stand, and these patches are perfectly safe to use in competitive sport. It was in that moment that David Schmidt's phone was ringing off the hook. He was inundated by people wanting to be distributors for this technology all around the world. And I'm so grateful that David made the decision then not to put these products into mainstream retail. Not only would it escalate the price so significantly between wholesale and retail, making this technology unaffordable for most people, but we would most likely walk past these patches if they were sitting on the shelf in Dis-Chem or Clicks or Walgreens around the world. So really, in wanting this technology to be effectively explained and available to everyone cost effectively around the world, the decision was made for direct distribution rather than mainstream retail as the method of distribution for this amazing technology. So LifeWave X39 has become the foundation patch because it is this amazing patch that is actually able to reactivate our body's own stem cells. But these patches are supported by a beautiful bouquet of supplementary patches targeting specific concerns. So those patches, I'm just going to run through very quickly. The X49, one of the most recent additions, is an incredible enhancement to your muscle mass. It increases muscle mass so significantly and improves bone density. So as we are aging, we often see the onset of osteoporosis and muscle loss, resulting in a slower metabolism and weight gain later on. And with those brittle bones and the loss in muscle, we also see decreasing cardiovascular health. Now, X49 targets all of those amazing benefits in one supplementary patch, which is so powerful together with X39. In fact, you would think that it's targeted to the older generation working on muscle mass and bone density, but some of our young athletes, even in their teens, have seen incredible results incorporating X49 into their patching protocol. So we are seeing wonderful results with X49 added into the mix for our athletes, particularly because of muscle mass increase. We also have IceWave. Now, this is the patch targeting pain reduction. Absolutely no side effects, safe to use in competitive sport, but very effective for relieving pain of a migraine, back pain, knee pain, shoulder pain. These patches can be applied anywhere on the body where you are experiencing pain. We also have glutathione, which is one of the most powerful antioxidants in the body. As an immune booster, glutathione is absolutely essential, and it's been clinically proven that glutathione levels are 300% higher within just 24 hours of wearing these patches. So glutathione is a powerful repair for our DNA, and we also see remarkable results for arthritis and joint pain using glutathione patches. Carnosine, an amazing enhancement to brain function and neurological health, as well as vision and eyesight. Carnosine is clinically proven to lengthen our telomeres and improve memory and focus. So using carnosine for treatment of Alzheimer's, dementia, together with X39, we have seen remarkable results. We also have Eon, one of the most popular patches. It's also known as the happy patch. Now, Eon reduces cortisol levels in the body, so reducing stress and inflammation, not only in joints and muscles, but also in the brain. So Eon, also known as the happy patch. And then Silent Nights, a wonderful enhancement to your sleep. For those insomniacs, Silent Nights is an absolute must to improve the quality of your sleep by up to 66%. Silent Nights regulates the sleep, increases your body's melatonin production, and improves the quality of your sleep. We also have Energy Enhancer, which you've seen David Beckham wearing and Serena Williams. This is a fat-burning patch, increasing energy during sport and improving endurance in competitive sports so significantly. Then we have SP6 Complete. This is a weight loss and appetite suppressing patch. Now, it aids in balancing the hormones, particularly, for example, in postmenopausal women, where we are experiencing hot flushes and hormone imbalances, often resulting in weight gain and increased appetite. So SP6 Complete really helps to regulate the hormones in the body, but it is a patch suitable for men and women in aiding digestion, bringing about hormone balance, controlling weight and appetite. And then the newest patch to come to market is the Aloe Vida. Now, Aloe Vida was launched in South Africa only on the 15th of May, and we're already seeing the most incredible results with this patch for skin rejuvenation. It reduces wrinkles, builds collagen in the skin, and even though the results I was showing you a moment ago are achieved with X39 only, Aloe Vida is now an additional enhancement to the skin rejuvenation that we.
Yesterday I got the delivery of a different kind of patch, and this patch is actually a patch that stimulates a copper peptide in your body, and this copper peptide is responsible for activating kind of dormant stem cells. So after you're about 40 years old, really, your whatever stem cells you have are very inactive, and you're not really kind of producing any new ones. And really your stem cells are kind of the building blocks. They're the kind of the workhorse of your body. They're responsible for kind of going around and mending everything, you know, dealing with inflammation. And you know, I'm 51. Anyone who knows of a certain age or a certain maturity, you know, things start to hurt, things start to ache, you don't heal as well, you don't sleep as well, you know, that slowly kind of things start to creep up on you. You know, I've got friends who are kind of active sports people, runners, and they're having fantastic results with these patches. So I wanted to kind of give a bit of a diarise in my personal experiences. So yesterday I put one on. You might have seen a post. I popped one on. You can put this particular patch either on the back of your neck or on your tummy. So mine today is on my tummy. Yesterday I had it on my neck. So yesterday I have a kind of a bit of a damaged wrist. End of 2015, I think it was, I had a really bad break of my wrist, and that resulted, I had to have an operation to reset it, then I had to have another operation to do a carpal tunnel release, but unfortunately it wasn't a carpal tunnel that was the problem. It was something called chronic regional pain syndrome. Now, I am lucky in the respect that I don't have the worst of this condition, because it is really bad. You have a very like a searing pain, like fire on your wrist. But I have everything else, so I kind of have pain and discomfort, kind of cramping in the hand. All the muscles kind of tense up and get really knotted and tense. It kind of pulls all the tendons in my fingers. I have loss of dexterity, so I kind of find it difficult picking things up, twisting things, writing, basically anything that I need to manipulate with my fingers. So hi there, PJ. PJ has just ordered his patches, and so yeah, it's my right hand and I am right-handed, so it can make life really kind of difficult, and if I overuse that hand and I don't have to do much, then it becomes very, very uncomfortable. So I placed the patch on, and really within about the first 10 minutes, basically saw the hand relax. So that the hand, so all that tension that normally I have to go and have an hour's massage on just to get the knots out, which only lasts a couple of hours anyway, it just kind of relaxed. I could extend my fingers. The general feeling of discomfort had kind of, you know, just lessened. Today, I can't feel it at all. So it feels like a normal hand and wrist, which for me is fantastic, because believe me, it does not feel normal at all on a daily basis. So yesterday, the night before, I'd had a really, so what day? So today's Saturday. So Thursday, I'd had an incredibly busy day. I'd been working, I worked all day, all night. I've had a lot of interest from what I'm doing, and I worked till 1 AM in the morning. So yesterday, I should have been feeling pretty tired, and even on a normal day, by the time I get to around 3 o'clock, I don't know about you, but I could feel like having a nana nap. So I really felt like, you know, yesterday I just didn't feel like it. I honestly, I mean, I wasn't so pumped full of energy. I felt like I'd go and run a marathon, but I had no fatigue, no tiredness, no kind of, oh my God, I just feel like I need to lay down. I just felt really good, just absolutely brilliant. So anyway, you know, I went to bed as normal, but all I can say is, wow, what a night's sleep I've had. I have slept so deeply and soundly. I just feel like I did not wake up at all. But the most significant difference that I realised is that I've actually got chronic bursitis in both hips. So if anyone's not familiar with that, on your hip there is like a pocket of fluid called a bursa, and it's between your hip bone and muscles that wrap over your hip bone. And mine has been chronically inflamed for years, so much so that you can't even touch my hips, and you can't even kind of just poke it with your finger. If I lean against anything, it's excruciating, it's so painful. And what this means is that I can't sleep on my sides at all. I mean, literally, I have this want to roll over on my side when I go to sleep, and I literally, a minute, 2 minutes tops, and I can't. I've got to roll onto my back. Now, so this is a bit embarrassing, but I'm going to give you it warts and all. So if you lie on your back when you sleep, now it might not be everybody, but unfortunately for me, I snore, and it's got worse and worse over the years. It's really not nice. But basically, I snore, and it wakes me up. Sometimes it gets so bad is that I actually wake myself up. So I'm kind of constantly waking up through the night. So I get really broken sleep. Now, I'd heard people report, and I'm sure these people don't have my snoring problem, that they slept really well. So I was very interested to see whether it would affect me. So it really had a twofold thing. Yeah, I had a great night's sleep, but also I could sleep on my sides because all the pain in my hips was gone. There's nothing there. So, and I'm talking probably 7-8 years of not being able to sleep on my side. I feel like a new woman. I can actually probably, I can just curl up in a little ball and fall asleep on my side, which is a real first. And I know these sound like kind of little things, but all these little things actually kind of really make something quite phenomenal. So I'm going to shoot off.
So you see, guys, this is the miracle patch. It's a very invasive patch. So don't hesitate. I'm waiting to hear from you. Drop me a message. On my landing page, there's a list of diseases and issues that people are having. Go through it, and if you see one that relates to one of your family members, friends, or loved ones, drop me a message and tell me which one they're having the issue with, and I'll get testimonials back to you from people that are on this medical patch and having ginormous results on it. So guys, it's a no-brainer. Please don't waste your time and live another 3 weeks with pain and suffering out there. Guys, it's a no-brainer. Just drop me a message and I'll hook you up to this fantastic miracle patch, and let's take it from there. And then maybe in a couple of weeks' time you can send me your testimonial of what's happened to you and the fantastic results you are having. So guys, thanks for spending the time with me, and I'll see you on the last slide. Thanks and enjoy it. So thanks guys for watching the whole testimonial with me, and I hope to hear from you soon. As you can see on this last slide here is the Power of Life race, and all to thanks David Schmidt, our founder and CEO of the company. So don't hesitate. Drop us a message. As you can see here, I'll be your distributor, because you saw this product on this video. So please like and subscribe and share my channel so that I can get some financial benefits to do all this work. And just don't forget guys, this is a miracle patch. That's how it looks like again. That's all it is. no injections, no nothing going into your body. It just sticks on parts of your body, and you get all the medicals, the benefits out of it. So please like and subscribe on my channel. My landing page is a list of all diseases and issues that we are having throughout the world now. And if you see one there that relates to one of your family members, friends or loved ones, drop me a message on the number below, which is, as you can see, it's down below, which one it is, and I'll send you live testimonials back from people that are on this technology and getting fantastic results, and you can see it for yourself. So guys, don't hesitate. I'm waiting to hear from you, and thanks for watching the video all the way through, and I'll definitely see you next Saturday when I upload the next testimonial. So enjoy the week, and think about this. It's nothing to think about. It's a no-brainer. But I know for a lot of people, they've got different things going on in their lives and that. So just hook me up, and I'll send you more information, and I can hook you up to this technology. You will never be sorry that you've done it. Not only helping people is the most soothing thing in my life, because of what happened, how we got to where we are. I lost my business and all that because of that. So hope to see you next week, and enjoy the week. Stay healthy, stay strong, and stay younger. And let's see each other again next week. Thanks for being here, and greatly appreciated. And I'm definitely waiting to hear from you. We don't need the people to live with suffering and all over the world. Let's do this, guys. We're after 1 billion family. That is our target. Thank you, and enjoy the week. Bye.